Hi, my name's Tammy Homegardner, and I am a Forbes Contributing Editor, a career coach, a best-selling author, and the founder of the Job Search School. And I just want to talk to you a little bit today about your job search. Today, we're going to talk about the ATS systems, those applicant tracking systems that I'm sure you all just grimace when you hear about them. They really have changed the job search for everyone, and it's a concept that most people don't really understand, so it makes it very difficult to deal with it when you don't really understand it. So let's dive into this a little bit today. Again, ATS stands for Applicant Tracking Software, and these are basically softwares that over 90% of companies are using today to screen out applicants. Now, I paused there for emphasis on purpose because most people think that the applicant tracking systems are there to help them get through to the hiring manager, but in all honesty, the ATS systems were actually designed and utilized to screen people out. These came about just after the collapse of the housing market around the 2009 point when a ton of people were unemployed. Unemployment was at a really, really high rate. And each of the companies was getting, on an average, 150 applicants for every single job that they posted out there. And it was just far too many applications to go through manually. So the adaptation of these applicant tracking systems came into play at that time. So what we're actually talking about is it is a software, and each individual job poster will program that software to look for specific things. So for example, they're going to look for the keywords that are in the job title, because if you haven't used those keywords in your resume, you're probably not a great candidate for the job. They look for certain dates, and if they see things that are beyond a certain date, it's going to score you low. Not fair, I know. I will never say that I agree with this type of screen out process, but since I can't change that for any of you, the best that we can do is to help you get past these ATS systems so that you are one of the people that gets the sought after interviews. Now, I do have a website where I give you a lot more in-depth information. And that website's called newjobsuccess.com. And you're welcome to head on over there after this video because there's lots more information there. And so I really hope that you do take the time to go over there. Now, back to the concept of these ATS systems. We need to make sure that we have the job title keywords on our resume. We also need to make sure that we are using the best keywords for the job search on our resume and our LinkedIn profile. Now, the big question there is, how do I know what the best keywords are for my job search? And where you're going to find the answer to that is you need to go back to the original job listing and go through that job listing, and you're going to notice that they're going to use the main keywords a little repetitively. It's going to be in the job description. They are also going to be probably, most likely, if the job listing is written well, in the requirements for the job. So you want to make sure that you are also utilizing those keywords in your application materials. And big clue here. You want to make sure that you do not have any past history on your LinkedIn profile that goes back any more than, we say 10 to 15 years to be safe, but an absolute 20 years maximum. And I know that that's going to bother some of you because you have probably some really great experience beyond that time. But you'll get your shot at that because we can teach you how to take the accomplishments from those older jobs and put them up in the summary without using dates. And remember, you can talk about those older positions once you get to the interview. The whole point of this ATS discussion is to get you past the ATS systems so that you do get an interview and have the chance to be reviewed and also to interview with a human. So, again, more information at newjobsuccess.com if you want a more in-depth analysis of this. Lots more information there for you. But I hope the tips that I have given you today here have helped. Make sure you go back and look at your resume, look at your LinkedIn profile, and see if you are following the guidelines that I discussed today. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped.